So if he chooses to do anything else, I'm going to correct him until he goes back into the down. And I'm mostly using voice, but I'm also stepping into him, so that's physical pressure, but voice is pressure as well. So then anything he does aside from down is pressure, and then the pressure's completely off whenever he's correct. So this is easier on a stationary command than it is on like the with me, because with me I'm often having to re-cue the dog. Hey, don't forget, we were just walking. Eventually it gets to the point where you do not have to do that all the time, but to start off with, a stationary command is easier to get that response to pressure. He's really a sweet, nice and soft dog, so he does understand that. And then you can see he's pretty calm, he's relaxed, he's got a big smile on his face, so he's ready to go to work. So then when he's in the right frame of mind to go to the stock, that's what we'll do. I'm not expecting to have to do a whole lot with him as far as directing him. He's a baby, so this is mostly just exposure. So I'll try to use something light. When I do want him to get out of the down, then I'll call his name, Hank. Hank. Good. And a recall for me is where the dog comes all the way to me, paying attention, so he can be corrected for not paying attention. Good. And it's a good place to introduce that flag pressure. Good boy. So that should be unpleasant to him. Good boy. And there's just a lot of smells, sights, sounds around here that he's going to be interested in. He's a young baby, so we're not going to be too hard on him about it, but we do have expectations. So we're just going to start in on the sheet. Good boy. Hank. Not stopping, not losing interest. So like right there, that's just telling me he's not ready for a lot of formal pressure yet. Good boy. So we just want to kind of keep it easy and make him successful, and just apply light pressure when we can, and that just means like using the leash, switching directions, letting him realize that he can do this, putting him in a place where he can control them, which he just did right there. And so this is about like early session, but he took well to it. So switch directions one more time and we're going to quit. Good. There you go. Hey. Good boy. So really overall a good session. But that response to pressure, especially off stock, that's really going to help later on, getting him to respond the appropriate way. So you don't want your dog looking for the next thing or looking for you to tell them what to do. But when they feel that pressure, they need to either give you a little bit of space and ask you what it is that you're looking for from them. You can correct them for that. The whining, the excitement, all that is just, he's had his session, he got to work, so he's just still excited. That's that adolescent brain saying, but I still have more in me, but we're going to tell him when it's time to quit, so he doesn't get to tell us when it's time to quit. Hey, good boy.